It's been 1 year since the tragic events of Hurricane Ian, and so many people in Southwest Florida are still picking up the pieces, especially here on Fort Myers Beach. But when the storm hit, one man did not see it as a time to grovel, but a time to rise up instead. Glad to have you back here with us. I'm Nicole Gabe.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. Glad you're with us. Future Mayor Dan Allers was there in a friend's house watching the destruction as soon as it passed. He was out on the streets of Fort Myers Beach cleaning up debris and helping those in need. Wink News reporter Michael Hudak is live on Fort Myers Beach. Michael, what does he have to say about them becoming mayor?
I think it's fair to say that Dan Allers did not expect his life to change so much in 12 months. I mean, this guy went from cleaning the streets of debris after Hurricane Ian hit Fort Myers Beach to being named the mayor a month later to being the face of hope for an entire island. But yet, through all of this, he says he wouldn't change any of it for the world.
So I want to go back to September 28th of 2022. Where were you when the hurricane hit?
We watched it firsthand out the window of a friend's house, and watched the water come up, and didn't think it was ever going to stop. Thinking in my head, the island's gone.
When Hurricane Ian made landfall as a strong Category 4 hurricane Wednesday, September 28th, 2022, Dan Allers was not the mayor of Fort Myers Beach. And even though councilman was technically his job at the time, that day, he was just a friend.
Thinking about the people that I knew that had stayed behind, that probably weren't going to be, were clinging for life based on some of the houses I know that they were in. The first thing I saw was a big house and a very large boat sitting in the street.
As horrifying and life-changing as the day was, as the weeks passed, things seemed to take a turn for the worse.
If stunning failure of leadership had a face, it would be the clown car that is our council here today.
It's getting worse by the day. You better get a plan.
That first town council meeting, about 2 weeks after the storm, was contentious. I mean, people were upset.
I fully expected that for various reasons. There were mistakes made on our part, in my opinion, that in communication that could have gone better.
Allers' mindset will always be exactly what it was that first morning after the storm. Just keep moving forward.
What is the greatest thing that the town has accomplished in a calendar year since the storm, and what is the number one thing you have to accomplish in the next calendar year?
I think the number one thing we've accomplished as a town is providing that hope. Initially after the storm, it was about the town's never going to be back, the town's going to go broke, the town's going to go whatever, and you just do what you have to do to make it.
No matter what the place he loves looks like.
I think what we're all striving for is that 10 years from now, we look back at this and go, that storm could have really defined Fort Myers Beach in a negative way. It could have really sent us down a path that we never came back from. The buildings are going to look a little bit different, but as long as we keep that core community, as long as we keep that community spirit, 10 years from now, I think that we achieved our goal.
One of the biggest question marks in terms of what this beach will look like 5 years from now is right where we are standing in Times Square. I met a man who has a say in that answer. His family and business partners own a lot of this land, and I asked him that very same question that I asked the mayor. What will this place look like in 5, 10 years? But his answer, guys, is coming up on Wink News at 5 o'clock. Reporting live on Fort Myers Beach, Michael Hudak, Wink News.
I think a lot of people want to know what that is too. What's
step
the
by
future?
step. It's they're continuing to rebuild. It's already starting to look a little bit better. It's only going to go up from here. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
So important too, though, what he said to keep that community spirit alive. And it seems like we're doing that right now. But you got to remember to stay positive the next few years.
It's been tough. There's going to be hard times ahead, but we're going to keep moving forward.